Thinking about something that you are an expert in. Okay? And you don't have to be a literal expert. You don't have to have studied this.
Mogę czytać wszystkie prezentacje, jakie mam.
חד, חד, חד. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1.
Hi.
Oh, my microphone might be having a problem. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, I hear you.
Okay, very good, very good. Nobody told me they couldn't hear me.
Okay, you hear a little, only a little.
Have I been silent this whole time? Well, I'm glad now that you can hear me. I hope that maybe my introduction, hopefully my introduction was able to be heard. I don't know. But let me tell you, the class is about being experts, okay? So all of us have a topic that we may be experts about, that we may know a lot about, and we're going to discuss those different topics in this class and practice making questions and answering questions about what we are experts in. So again, I'm sorry for the problem with my microphone, but just let me know if there are any other problems, and we will get those solved. Okay? So let's try this again. Verku, how are you? Or Verku, are you with us?
Barku, no, doesn't. It's wrong. My name's Burcu.
Oh, Burcu. Okay.
Yes, I'm from Turkey.
Okay, very good. Very good. You're from Turkey, and as
Yes.
I said, the class is about areas of expertise. So, Burcu, do you have an area of expertise? What are you an expert in?
About I'm inserted in computer science.
Okay, very good. An expert in computer science. So what we're going to do in this class is using everybody's areas of expertise or where they're an expert in, we're going to ask them questions. Okay, so when we come to Burju, we're going to ask her questions about computer science and see if we can ask her difficult questions. Okay, so everybody again be thinking about where you are an expert in. Okay, let's go next to Fabio. How are you?
Hi everyone, I'm fine. And you?
Great, nice to see you. Where are you from, Fabio?
I'm from Italy.
Okay, good. And tell us, what is your area of expertise?
I'm an expert on computer using and producing a lot of electronic music.
A lot of funk music?
I don't listen.
A lot of what kind of music?
Electronic, deep and soul, R&B, and something like that.
Okay, very good, very good. Interesting. So hopefully we'll have some good questions about that. Next we have Cairo. How are you?
No, I'm fine.
Great, it's nice to see you. Where are you from?
I'm from Dominican Republic.
Okay, perfect. And about this topic, our topic is about areas of expertise. So what are you an expert in, Cairo?
I am an expert in computer science.
In computer science, very good. So we have a couple different experts in computer science.
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. That's nice. And Burju, I see in the chat that you're saying there might be some echo. You may need to close out an extra verbling window. So if you have your verbling tab open, close it out.
Yes, I closed.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, very good. Is it better?
Yes, better.
Okay, I'm glad.
Thanks.
Okay, next we have Lucas. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
Great, nice to see you. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Okay, perfect. And what is your area of expertise?
You can repeat that, Marlol? Today is my first class and I don't speak very loud. I speak very loud.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So, Lucas, what is your area of expertise? Or I could say, in what area are you an expert? So, for example, Burju said that she is an expert in computer science. And Fabio said computers and making electronic music. Cairo said computer science as well. So what are you an expert in, Lucas?
In computer.
Sorry? In computers?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. So we have so many experts in computers in this class. Okay, very nice. Let's go. Next we have another Lucas.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. So Lucas too.
Yeah.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Lucas and I'm an expert in I'm a software developer, so I guess that's my area.
Okay, software developer. Very good. Very good. Okay. Next, let's go to Paweł.
Hello, my name is Paweł. I am expert in turbochanger issue. Maybe don't everyone know what means turbochanger. It is something which push out air to our engine in the car. And that car can going faster and use less petrol. This is
very good. Very good. That sounds really interesting. What is it called, Paweł?
What is that?
What is it called?
Turbochanger.
Can you write it in the chat?
Okay, I can.
I guess it's charger.
No, it
a turbo changer. Turbo changer?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, very good, very good. So that's really interesting. I hope that we can make some good questions about that. So again, be thinking of something that you can answer questions about. You don't have to be an official expert, but think of something that you can answer questions from your classmates about. Okay, turbo changer, that's really interesting. So let's go next to Rafael. How are you? Are you there, Rafael?
Fine. I'm very fine. My area, yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you. Okay, so tell us what your area of expertise is and also where you're from.
Can you hear me?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. We might be having some trouble hearing you, but go ahead and tell us where you're from and what you're an expert in. Are you still there, Rafael? Okay, we'll come back to you. Hopefully you get that figured out. Next we have Suha. Help me with your name. How are you? Are you with us? You might need to unmute your microphone.
Yeah. Hi. Hi.
Okay, very good, very good. So where are you from?
I'm from Palestine.
Okay, great. And what are you an expert in?
Actually, I'm a pharmacy student. I'm studying right now.
Okay, so you might say, even though you're still studying, that you're an expert in pharmacy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, perfect, perfect. And let's see, we also have Ben. Welcome to the class. How are you?
I'm fine, Audrey, and how are you?
Great, nice to see you.
Thanks, nice to see you again.
Yes, wonderful. So Ben, tell us where you're from and what you're an expert in.
I'm from Algeria and I'm a civil engineer.
Okay, very good. So your expertise is civil engineering. I'm just going to make a comment. There seems to be a lot of noise in the background. So if you could mute your microphone if you're having some extra noise, okay? Just so we will be able to understand everyone better. So try and mute your microphone if you can when you're not speaking so that we can hear everyone, okay? So let's start first with Ben. Thinking about your areas of expertise, I want us to practice making questions, and at the end we're going to see what we learn about each other's areas. Okay? So Ben, you said you are a civil engineer.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to have 3 students ask you 3 different questions, and you have to answer them, and it's about civil engineering. So we can see what we can learn about civil engineering, okay?
I hope.
Okay, so students who are thinking of the questions, think of something hard. So we have to think of a hard question for our friend Ben, who is an expert in civil engineering, okay? Ready?
Okay, no problem.
So we're going to go first to Burju. Burju, would you ask our friend Ben a question about civil engineering?
What did he do about his work when he is at work, for example?
Okay, yeah, good. So go ahead and answer, Ben.
Okay. My work is for structures and building, to calculate building.
Okay, very good. Very good. To calculate buildings.
Yes. By using lots of logiciels.
What's the difference between you and an architect?
Architect make the conception of the building, and the civil engineer calculate the form and stress of the building. This is the difference between architect and civil engineer.
Thanks.
Oh, very good question. That's a great question. Okay, and let's go to Fabio. Will you ask Ben a question about civil engineering?
Just a moment. I'm thinking. So, is that job so difficult? It's a simple question, but I need an answer.
Okay, so go ahead, Ben.
Okay, it's depends about role of the job. If you calculate, it's not very difficult, but if you work in the following of building, this is so difficult. You have to control the building.
Do you need to work hard? Yeah.
What?
Do you need to work hard?
It's depend of the work, nature of the work. Yes. Sometimes it's very hard, but most of time it's simple. It's not very difficult.
Very good, very good. And we have one more student that will ask Ben some questions, either one or two questions. Cairo, would you ask Ben questions about his expertise?
Okay. What?
Are you there, Cairo? Okay, you might need to unmute your microphone. We'll come back to you, okay? So let us know if you come back. Let's see, we also have, who do we have? Lucas, would you like to ask our expert civil engineer, Ben, a question?
Which Lucas?
You, Lucas.
Okay. So, how are you doing all your calculations? Are you using special software for that, or are you doing that manually?
There is many software logiciels.
Do you have your favorite?
Yes, ETAPS, if you know it. ETAPS.
Oh, I haven't heard.
Calculate building.
And are you using some kind of CAD applications like AutoCAD?
Yes, I use AutoCAD for drawing. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, very good, very good. So you guys asked some great questions. I hope you learned a little bit more about civil engineering. I know that I did. So we'll go next to Burju. Tell us again what your area was. Was it computer science?
I'm not expert, but I'm studying about computers, technology, education.
Okay.
And I'm interested in software developer and graphic design.
Okay, very good, very good. So let's see what kind of questions you might be able to answer, right?
Right.
So Fabio, would you like to ask, oh, not Fabio, sorry. Let me see. Pavel, would you like to ask Burju a question about her area of expertise?
Okay, I'm wondering if my net wire is freeze if I buy new REM. It's something to do with that or not? It is random available memory. RAM. Do you understand my question?
No, I couldn't understand.
Okay.
I think Pavel, you're talking about the RAM or the available memory of a computer.
Yeah. Because because my computer is freeze now when I use a handout and verbling when I in one time, and I'm wondering when I buy a RAM, it will be a good idea to resolve that problem.
So you can increase your RAM memory.
Okay. And do you think it would help then?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good.
It will help, I think.
Okay, great.
Teacher.
Good question. Yeah?
Teacher, sorry, I couldn't participate because I got a problem with the internet.
Oh, okay. Maybe if you get more RAM, it'll help, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So, Kyra, would you like to ask Borju a question? She is an expert in computer sciences and maybe programming,
Okay.
things like this.
Okay. What language of computer do you use to create a program? What is the language
C and
more
sharp.
useful?
C and sharp I use.
Okay,
Generally.
very good, very good.
Okay.
Other questions? Let's see. Rafael, would you like to ask a question?
Could you say us what is the most important thing in your area of expertise that you can tell us? What is the most interesting thing?
The computer is a very wide department, I think, and you you can ask. Yeah, I think the most important thing is software, and I interested in it about it.
Okay, very good, very good. So, like you said, the computer is a very broad topic or a very wide
Yes.
topic. So, but maybe what you're most interested in is the software.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yes,
perfect.
you must choose a topic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's very good. We heard from our computer science expert. Let's go next to Dinsel. How are you? Are you with us?
I'm doing just
Okay,
fine.
very
Thank you
good.
very much for giving me opportunity, and happy to see a fellow computer science students here. Even though our educational style is a little bit different, I guess. I'm also enrolled in a distant educational program for 4 years in computer science. I'm not an expert, but I'm almost finishing my first year, and we started with Java and Python as developing Java Python applications. And I want to be expert data miner or something, and create some algorithms on those languages for producing popular apps or something at the
Okay,
near
very
future,
good.
maybe in a couple of years.
Yes, very good.
So I also
very
dream
good.
about. It's not
Okay,
an
good.
easy field, eh?
Mm-hmm.
But
Can you tell me how to pronounce your name?
Dinçel,
Dinçel.
you
Okay, and where are you from?
You also practice. Yeah, sure. Thanks. You also practice Spanish, right? It's like CH in Spanish. Chel.
Oh, okay,
Dinçel.
I see.
Right.
Dinçel.
I'm from Antalya, Turkey, and live in southern Turkey.
Okay, very good, very good.
Right next to the sea. And you are welcome to ask any question.
Okay, so
about my dreams.
So let's ask, or let's see who can ask Dinçel some questions about his area of expertise, which is also maybe computers. Maybe he's still studying, but that's okay, because you don't have to be a perfect expert. We're always still learning.
Not at all, just a newbie currently.
Okay, very good, very good. So Ben, ask our friend a question about his expertise.
Okay, I want to ask one question to all computer specialists here. It is difficult or simple to hack anything in hacking? Yes, I'm talking about hacking.
Just think that it's illegal.
Yes, I know. But and where is the program? I don't know. not program.
Okay. Yeah. So
talking about Linux or Mac. It's not the same thing with Windows.
On Mac OS X, you can do it.
So we can do this.
You cannot.
With the third systems. That's right.
Guys, may I have a word here?
Sure.
I guess it's. I do believe Burcu will have more words about it, but hacking is something else. A little bit. You must be lucky, clever, and very proficient in programming language, of course, and very skillful and knowledgeable person about computer networks. I may be the last person who has right to talk about this topic, but as much as I know, this occurs to me. And
okay.
Again, you are welcome to correct me if you have any idea, if you can find any genius around this room.
Very good, very good. And again, I do want the questions to be directed to Dinchel for now, because he is our expert of the minute. So even if you can't answer, that's okay. I think that you did give a good answer, that it's something that you need to be very clever about, and you need to have a very
little bit lucky. You could be guessing some passwords or some things, because nowadays 128 bits, kilobits passwords are truly difficult to solve, even for intelligence agencies of the countries. So it's a highly, they are highly skillful people, and they don't normally reveal themselves.
Yeah.
They don't talk about it. You don't know any real hacker in real life.
Right. So maybe some of you here are hackers and you just don't want to say that.
Well, I don't agree that you need to know password to get into the system. There are many ways in which you can get access to the system. Right now, the most popular type of application is web application, and there is tons of way to inject code into a website that is not secured. And if you inject something there, then your code will do the work and it will steal all the information.
Hey Lucas, are you a white hacker?
No. But I was hacked many times, so I know how it works.
I see. Yeah.
Did you give a big harm to your friends?
No.
Now I'm a bit scared here.
No. The biggest harm that was done to me, it was that my website was thrown away from Google results, so nothing serious.
Oh, okay. Okay, very good. But we have somebody who does have experience with hacking, maybe not being the hacker, but being the hacky, so somebody is hacking them. Okay, but very good. We still have 2 more questions for Dinchel. So, Burcu, would you ask a question to him?
What's the Python?
Python?
Does it a language?
Geez, is this your first year at school?
No, third.
No?
But I didn't hear it.
Holy jeez. It must be a third or fourth most popular programming language around the web apps, but it's assumed as mostly how do you say it? Script language, huh? Mostly for web-based, but it's easy to learn for entry-level programming learners, and it's a good start for programming, and later with Java maybe. But you are going through a good way, huh, Burcu? Because C# and C family are the top most wanted programmers.
Yes,
of course,
C# and
maybe
Java.
Okay.
Still,
I got a question.
Microsoft prevailing on computer systems in biggest companies, but it can change anytime.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
I'm not so comfortable talking about this because I'm not so I don't know. Maybe I'm exceeding my limits. You know,
oh, that's
as I said,
okay.
it's
that's
also
okay.
my first year in computer science. And
well, that's okay.
besides,
good.
Burcu, I would be happy to talk to you about programming language, and if we can find any occasion later, not for this class, but I don't want to consume the time of my friends anymore.
Yeah, it may be.
Okay, very good, very good. So perhaps we're finding some common threads between us, and maybe you guys can talk about this in the future. So very good. Cairo, did you have a last question for
Yes.
our expert?
Yes. Have you ever created a program with C++?
Which one? C++?
Yeah.
Gosh, no. It's only, yeah. We just started the Java, and we'll go with Java for a while. And just on a class called Comparative Programming Language, we'll see C family or something for comparison, not in depth. Actually, Java is a whole another world. Maybe most of you are familiar with Java apps on the web, and I don't know, whole industrial systems, and Java Enterprise Edition is widely used around the world on billions machines. I don't want to be an enterprise. How do you say? I don't want to talk about brand marks, but yeah, it's a reality on the web. Yeah,
okay, very good.
C is another world, so I appreciate the efforts. Java also a C derivative, a simpler one.
Okay, so maybe someday you will write a program in C++, right?
Hope so, if my mind helps me any further.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay, so let's go to our next expert, which is Fabio. Fabio, you can either be an expert in computers or an expert in your music. Pick which one you'd like to be.
My area is, of course, producing music, but to do this, you need to know how to use some softwares. For example, who knows Logic Pro, Ableton Live, and something like this softwares. So you need to know how to use them.
Okay, very good, very good. So maybe we can have some interesting questions, both about your music and about the software that you use.
Okay,
so
good.
let's go first to Cairo. Would you give us a question to Fabio?
Okay. Have you ever used Fruity Loop to create a tracks for some music? I don't know.
So I just think I've used in the past. I used Fruit Loops. It's always called FL Studio, if I don't remember wrong. So, but I think that it is a software. Yeah, of course you can do nice productions with it, but it's a software.
Sorry, there's a lot of noise. So again, I'm just going to say, make sure to mute your microphone if you're having some background noise. Okay, go ahead, Fabio.
It's a software that they use it, but in the all so a lot of people use it, but they are beginners, so not professional producers. So it's maybe it's more easy to use, but I think that there are so many softwares better than Fruit Loops.
Okay, very good, very good. Next, let's go to Lucas. Can you ask Fabio a question?
Okay, have you played on a concert?
Yeah, I'm a DJ too. But the concert in a DJ area is called set, a DJ set. So yeah, I played in a pub in a club here. There was something like 5,000 people listening to me. So here in the center of a city in Italy, and that was my second live DJ set.
And do you have any sets in the internet somewhere?
So I do not prefer to public them because I think that they are my production. That's my work. And if I want to share it with my friends, with my parents, or who wants to listen to them, so they need to contact me, and I give her a podcast. So because I'm an
Okay, I
owner of a
see.
label on Bitport too, so it's complicated situations.
Uh-huh.
Very interesting, very interesting. And you said 5,000 people? You played for 5,000 people?
Yeah, there was my second live set. Yeah.
Wow, that's very impressive. Okay, very good. And we have one more question. Pava, would you like to ask Fabio one more question?
I don't have a question. I don't know how to ask, what ask about. I don't.
You don't have any questions?
I don't. Sorry, but I don't.
That's okay, that's okay. We have one more question. Who would like to ask Fabio one more question? I think he has an interesting area of expertise. Who wants to ask a question? Anybody? Maybe Ben? Would you like to ask a question to Fabio?
Okay, did you learn music or something like that to play guitar or piano to introduce your domain, your area?
I want to begin to tell something you. So when you talk about a DJ or a producer, you just think that is taking a computer and producing, or in a live set, so a mixer and two decks. But my kind of music isn't just a one genre, just a one kind of music. So I've learned to play guitar and a piano. So my so how can I say it? My music culture is so large. I started with a guitar. After I've learned to play in live like a DJ, and now I'm studying piano, but just like an hobby.
Okay, very good, very good, very interesting. Okay,
There are so different kinds of music, but I do them.
All right, great, great. So glad to have a musician, a music expert in our class. Let's go next to Cairo. What was your area of expertise?
I'm studying computer science currently. I'm a beginner because I don't have enough experience in this area. Or with the time, I'm trying to get experience, develop programs, and etc.
Okay, very good, very good. So I know that we have a lot of different computer experts in the class who can ask you interesting questions, and even though you're a beginner, at least you can practice answering them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go first to Borji. Would you ask a question to our friend Cairo? You might need to unmute yourself. You've been muted, so you might need to.
I don't have a question for now.
Okay, you don't have any questions.
Maybe later.
Let's see. Maybe Dinchel.
All right. I'll have one. Cairo. So, in which field do you want to be an expert? Do you have any idea now? The concrete one? Artificial intelligence, data mining, as I do, or I don't know, mobile applications, because they are all getting more and more popular.
I
in
would
the
like
IT
to
sector.
develop. All right. I would like
You
to
would like to?
develop. I would like to develop a web application. I like the web. You know, I think that
Okay.
that would be can be my area to apply my knowledge as a beginner.
Okay, very good, very good. Let's go next to Fabio. Ask Cairo a question.
Excuse me, can you repeat what is him job? Because I wasn't here.
Sure, he is a computer science expert.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What your specifically area in computer science? Is it developing softwares or studying hardwares or I don't know?
I said that I would like to im, to improve my to create a web application and do the possible to learn more about
So
computer
you're gonna be
science.
a software developer.
Yes, will be can be possible. Yes, but
But
now
for
I'm focused. I'm focused
tablets
in
and
create.
smartphones. Yeah.
All right. Maybe in a future I can create. I will create software for iPhone,
Yeah, on
for
the App
cell
Store.
phone, but now I'm focused in web application and develop a small program. I'm using Visual Basic 6 because I am a beginner. Maybe I can I could create another application in a more advanced software of language or of programmation.
And
Okay.
what kind of programming language do you use now?
Oh, I think that is the the first, like a Visual Basic 6. Is
HTML or
C++,
no?
C++,
Mm-hmm.
and that's two kind of language.
Okay.
Okay, very good,
It's my
very
first
good.
years. I think that with the time I will use
You're gonna
another's
improve.
yes, another's application or language more advantage.
Okay,
Okay.
very
Thanks.
good, very good. So very interesting. I wanted to point out that when you're talking about programming, you say programming language. Okay, programming language.
Okay.
So very good questions. We'll go next to Lucas. What was your area of expertise?
Okay, so I'm a software developer and I'm developing application that's a car crash simulator because I'm working airbag departments, and this is my application is responsible for it is allowing to test the algorithm that is deployed in cars in order to save lives.
Okay, very interesting, very interesting. So for this application, we have like kind of the software behind airbag deployment. Okay, very good. So we'll go first to Mohammed. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Great, nice to see you. So I'm not sure if you have been watching and understood the class, but
No,
we're asking our experts questions about their area of expertise. So you just heard Lucas describe how his is. So ask him a question.
He's an expert in a computer, but I know what question. Yeah, how can the IP of the internet change from computer to another computer?
Well, I'm not expert in networks.
Yeah,
but
it's another section maybe.
yeah.
Yeah. So Lucas's expertise was in software development, specifically how the computers in cars work to deploy airbags and protect people. Okay, so Mohammed, do you have any questions about that specific area?
No, thanks.
Okay, that's okay. We'll go next to... Oh, did somebody have a question?
Yeah, I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
He said he developed. Do you develop a simulator to to airbags system?
Yes.
Okay, it's good. All
Yeah,
right,
very
that
good.
was my question.
Okay, very good. So you have a simulator to test some of these out. Okay, very good. Anybody else have a question for Lucas?
Yeah, I wanted to ask him a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I have a problem in my software in work. There is some software that we can use it with Windows XP, and we can use it with Windows Vista or 7 or 8. And the software, when I use the software, I use the key, the password key, USB key. I don't know how we call this. USB key.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Can we use this software in Windows 7 and without the USB key?
Probably yes, but that would mean you need to hack and you will violate the policy of the license. So probably
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not legal, but you can do that if you search on
No, I
the
have the
internet.
key. I have the key. But the key, the password is in the key, in USB key. You understand me? But I can use it without the computer who I use the key. We have to use the USB key because the password is injected in the USB.
Yes. Okay, so what I understood is that you have a software and you have a USB key, and you want to run
To
the
access
software
it.
without the USB key?
Exactly.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, it's possible, but you will violate the license policy. So yeah.
And in the to change to Windows XP and 7, it's not the same thing. We can't use it in the Windows 7 or 8. This is the problem.
Because Windows 7 and 8 are 64-bit systems, and you need special version of software to work on a Windows 7 or Windows 8. And there are some emulators you can use and try with that. Maybe you can do a Google search on that topic. But most of the time, when a programmer releases an application, it has two versions. One is 32-bit, and the second one is 64-bit. Yeah, and for Vista and Windows 7 and 8, you will probably need the 64-bit version of the application.
Okay, very good,
Thank
very
you.
good. So good questions. I'm not a computer person, so some of those questions are going right over my head. But that's okay, because what's important is that you're practicing making questions and answering them. So very good. And I think it's great that we have so many computer people in here, because you can discuss more complicated and technical questions. So we'll go next to Pavel. What is your area of expertise?
I can talking about alternative power energy tool and turbocharger device.
Right, exactly. So who wants to ask Pavel a question about his interesting area of expertise?
I ask something, Pavel?
Yeah.
And so this alternative energy, especially is solar or wind or which
Solar,
one?
wind, geo energy. I was learning.
Are you
about
installing
it.
all kinds of systems about this?
No. I have only theoretical knowledge for that. From that, I have only knowledge for that. Yeah. I know how to do. But I don't install that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Like sporting or something?
No.
Customer level.
It was my majority on my studies.
Study.
That from my study. Yeah.
Just studying. But you have any idea? You know, it's solar power systems are widely used here in my city, but just for heating water, simply. Producing electricity, I think, will be the most important issue for the upcoming time. So what do you think?
What I think that means photovoltaic, and
exactly.
That is It is better. It is better, but it is more. It is cost a lot. But nowadays
inefficient, huh?
Yeah, inefficient. but it is useful. It is useful in my country, and I don't know why in your country. But it is one difference between that. You don't have solar energy always. You can do water more hot, and that water in your tank still hot, and you can get it in the night. But the photovoltaic energy, you can get it in the night. It is only to help cause energy, to help get energy, and it should get it is can be only a second sources of energy, not main sources of energy.
All right. You are the expert. Got it. For my part.
Very good, very good. So very interesting. Who else wants to ask Pavel a question? Just like to ask?
me.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I want to ask about, I don't know if you use solar cell in your work when you produce maybe electricity. If you do, maybe are you trying that in desert, for example, making this energy in somewhere, for example, like desert where we found more of sun. I mean, and in the cell, do you use, for example, some new materials for developing the cell and making it more energetic? I don't know if you
Get more energy get
Yeah.
more energy from to more efficient.
Mhm.
It is possible. Everything what we have, it is from NASA, NISI. It is a cosmologic I don't know. New material. We don't need have a new material. We can use that which we have, and we have enough solar energy. We have enough solar energy to produce energy whatever what we want. It is 4% from solar energy do water. Not do water, do wind. Because wind energy. Wind, what with mind? Wind is from there, it is because air has got a different temperature. In the ground, air is cold, higher is no, it is cold. Higher is no, sorry. Near the ground, air is heat. It's high in a mountain, air is cold, and that difference of temperature cause wind. And if we use only a wind energy, we have energy for everything what we want. We don't need, and from that wind energy we can charge our charger and use in our car. But that we have technology. It isn't something we don't have or something what costs too much. But people which have petrol, it is it is their business to don't do that. We don't save our natural resources. It is his business.
Okay, very good, very good. Very interesting. So let's go next to Mohammed. What is your area of expertise? Are you there, Mohammed?
Yeah.
So you're having some problems with your microphone. It's difficult to understand you. I think maybe the connection might be bad.
I don't know. Yeah, something.
If you want to try to turn off your camera, that might help with the connection. So if you click on the camera icon, maybe we'll be able to hear you better, okay?
Okay, maybe that sounds good.
Okay, yeah, it's a little bit better now. Okay, so Mohammed, what is your area of expertise?
I'm not a big expert. I am a fan of languages. I just like to English, like to learn English and Italian or French, Spanish. I just like to have some grammars and vocabulary like this. Some I like to know some language because I communicate with people. I like to communicate with people. Also, I'm a medical student.
Okay.
In my first year.
Okay. Good. It is still difficult to hear you. Maybe you're still having some connection problems. Did anybody understand that maybe a little bit better than I did, or are you having some trouble hearing him? Okay. Okay, so hopefully your microphone will be a little bit better here in a moment. I'm sorry, Mohammed, but we are going to move on, and I hope that next time we will be more able to understand you. It might just be a problem with your connection. Okay. So let's go next to Sino.
Yeah.
Did I say your name correctly first?
Yeah, this is it. Sido.
Okay, very good. So tell us what your area of expertise is, and maybe you'll be our last expert of the class because we've just got a couple minutes. But tell us what your area of expertise is, and then we will have some questions for you.
Okay, maybe I can specific one area of my expertise, but maybe the most one that I do in this time is have relation with architecture. No. So
with architecture?
Yeah, architecture. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good, very good. So he is our expert architect, which we learned at the beginning of the class from Ben is different than civil engineering. So that's good. Who wants to ask some questions to Sido? What are some questions for our architect?
Hello, Sido.
Yeah.
Can
hello.
I ask something? And at a project level, or maybe at school, did you graduate? By the way, are you working at architectural projects already?
Yeah, we work off this project. Many projects we do. I mean, so I'm not architect right now, but I'm in the second year. So we do some projects.
You are still studying, right?
Yes,
did I
still studying.
get it correctly? Okay.
Yeah.
But inside the school, did they give you any project for designing, at least drawing? How do you say?
Sure.
Real buildings, for example, like Eiffel Tower or I don't know, Manhattan Bridge, something.
For designing, maybe yeah. We do some design and then we do models of this design. You know.
Do you have? I asked ready-made projects just in case.
Sorry.
Do you have at hand any drawn projects, just in case you intend to build?
Yeah. You want that I do it? Is here in this? Okay, just 1 second, okay? I'll show you one project.
Oh, very good. He has a project to show us.
Wow, really?
Just a small project now of habitation.
I didn't expect that. If we have time, of course, you should consult to our instructor first, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
No, go ahead.
Okay, it'll be exciting to see and real. Yeah, of course. Architects actually, I admire them. They are job very creative, and they can see the buildings not as a tourist, but as a constructor, even through the eyes of real architects of ancient times, maybe.
Right,
like
exactly.
the ones building pyramids. Huh?
Okay, we have.
It's a
Look at
mock-up, no?
this. Oh, that's great. Talk to us about it.
Mock-up.
So it's a project about application, you know. So we do it in the second years. I have many others. They are so far from me. That's why I can say.
Okay, very good, very good. I'm sorry, it was a little bit difficult to hear you at that last part, but that is so exciting. It was so exciting that we could have a real example of a project. So very good end to the class. We're out of time, but I hope that number one, you enjoyed talking about something that you're passionate about and something that you are an expert in. And I hope that you learned some new things, maybe about new fields that you're not an expert in. So thank you all for joining the class and sharing about what you know the most about. Okay?
Thank you a lot. Your class is amazing.
Yes.
I have to go.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope to see
Okay,
you in
thank you
future
too.
classes.
Audrey.
Okay, everyone. Take care.
We are
Bye-bye.
looking
See you later,
forward
guys.
to hearing you again. See you.